We're coming up on the 250th anniversary of the freedom of this great country and ours, and to honor that, Cougar has come out with the all-new 1776 edition. I'm going to be honest, when I first heard of this, they said they were going to put a flag on the RV. I thought, oh man, I love the idea, but how are you going to make it look good? And somehow Cougar pulled it off. They used this gorgeous matte paint on here. It is a full body paint job. It looks fantastic. I'm telling you, it looks better in person even than it does on camera. The 1776 edition is killer. Now, this is a 2026 again, so everything on here has all the updates, all the changes. This is one of the first models that you are going to see hit the lots. This is a limited run, folks, so if you like what you see and you're like, Ian, I want one, where can I get it? How much is it? There will be a link in the description. Just know that when they are gone, at this time they are gone because it is going to be a limited run. Starting off right up front here, you will see that it comes with the Kurt Helix Kingpin. This is an excellent Kingpin. It utilizes the shock and the spring here to help, when you're starting and stopping. Not only will it help with the bucking and chucking, but also as you're going over bumps, this is going to help absorb some of that so it doesn't get spread into the fifth wheel. Dropping down below here, you're going to have a place to tie up your four-legged friend if they come with you because, hey, we all have doggos. They need to come with us. You can see that you have strut support on here, so you don't have to try to latch it up top. It just stays right where it's at. Spare tire is tucked away in there. Over to this side, you're going to see the battery box. Now, this one does have the lithium batteries with it. There are some different options when it comes to what you can get. Lithium batteries, the solar that you get. This one you'll see has the 30 amp charge controller, the two 220 watt panels up top, plus this one has the inverter there. You can see the solar disconnect over to the side as well. Something else I want to talk about with the tires, folks. This is going to be a 235/80 16-inch. They are H-range tires on here. I mean, the tires are like tanks going down the road, right? That is a big load range on there. Love that they're putting some money into the tire, helping to make sure you stay safe. Taking a look outside, you'll see the frameless windows. Love frameless windows. They look great. Also protects the seals better because they're tucked behind that glass. Plus, you can open them while it's raining, still get some airflow and not have rain come in. Power awning right up top. Now, this is a 316, okay, the 316 RLS. This is a floor plan that's been around for Cougar for a long time. You'll see the awning here, awning there as well. If you like the 1776 edition, it is currently available on two floor plans, the 316 RLS and the 360 MBI. So if you're familiar with those floor plans, you're going to be familiar with what I'm showing you. I'm not going to spend a ton of time going through the floor plan. But again, just I want to show you some of the differences in the 1776. The biggest part, of course, though, is going to be right here on the exterior. Taking a look at the garage storage, you can see that is nice and open. On the other side, you have a split door. Can show you that when we go over there. Of course, light switch here, it's lit up. I like the fact you have awning controls right here on the outside, TV hookup, and then an inverted outlet out here too. So if you want to hook up a TV and watch it, you have the ability to do that. New steps for 2026. You'll see that they kind of have gone to a composite rather than aluminum. My opinion, they do have a lot better grip, at least initial feel here. I do like the looks of them too. I think it goes great with the look of the 1776 edition. You'll also see you have the grab handle here as well. A couple speakers up top in case you want to listen to some music. And obviously, one of the great things about the 316 is this monster slide here with the big old window, giving you a great view of your campsite. And again, you can see the red, white, and blue and the stars on here. I really, again, when they told me, I didn't know how it was going to look, and I think they absolutely nailed the look of the flag here. Definitely a very patriotic look to it. Probably one of the best ways you can represent this great country of ours in the campground. Right down underneath, you will see that you have a receiver. If you want to do a little bit of towing, that is going to be a tow hitch. It actually comes with a flat 4 here as well, and that one is rated for 3,000 pounds. You also see that you have the Safe View power inlet, so you can see your ground, your hot legs there, and then your neutral as well, and that'll just plug right in. You'll see that just does come with the ladder, so you can walk up on the fully walkable roof, not just the prep, but the actual ladder, which is great, so you get up there for inspection. You do have the backup camera prep right up there as well. Coming around to the other side, just kind of want to show you this real quick, and then we'll head inside and see some of the changes for the not only the 1776 edition, but also the 2016 model year, because again, this is one of the first 2026 Cougars that has come out. You can see the tankless water heater. You know, nice and easy. One thing I always like to tell people is that this switch right here, you want to make sure that's on or it's not going to work inside. I have had a couple of calls on that for troubleshooting. And then again, like I said, this is a split door. So because you have the slide here, they didn't want to just have struts where it kind of sticks out. So they split it. So part of it goes up like this. Part of it comes out like this. I think that's pretty cool. You have your wet bay right over to the side with your Key TV multi-source controller, additional solar, easy winterization, everything you need. And then, of course, our insulated tank valves there, too. Then on this side, the thing I want to point out is the fact that, of course, this one does have auto level, so you can level out at just a touch of a button. But enough about this gorgeous outside. Let's go take a look at the inside. For 2026, Cougar took basically everything that was good about the 316 RLS, and in my opinion, made it even better, right? You still have a huge kitchen island, you have big dual opposing slides, but they upgraded some of the different features in here, some of the color schemes, changed a few things in the bathroom, and again, overall just made this even better than it already was. So let's actually start off right over here. This is a very similar dinette to what they had before in the Flex dinette. And what that essentially means, kind of like the sticker shows here, right? You have two different positions. You have how it's set up right now, or you can pull this out. This will actually twist, and then you can push it against the wall, give you a little bit more like a bar or desk style. So you can have these two chairs push up against them to look out the window while you eat or work. So I like the flexibility that they give there. Also, this essentially is going to be an ottoman. This whole thing can come right out. If you want, you can take that over to the couch, set it in front of the couch, be able to put your feet up on it. That is a game changer. That's awesome when you have guests. It also has storage in it, of course. You can put throw blankets and things like that in there. The same huge windows that they've had, right? The panoramic windows. I mean, the entire slide out here is basically windows. Big windows on the sides of the slide box too that open for cross ventilation. And again, big windows here as well. Love what they have done. You'll notice they went to a feature light for 2016 instead of just having a couple little puck lights up here. And I think this looks fantastic. I really like what they have done. And then you'll also see right over here, you have the standard lighting like they had kind of in the 2025 model. Dropping down, I really like the theater seating, the fabric that they chose. Not fabric, it is going to be like a synthetic leather, but it looks like a fabric. And I really like that. It cleans up nice and easy, but I love the color palette. Of course, you have cup holders here. And, you know, as you'd expect, you still have some of your power options. And another thing I forgot to mention, they did change the chairs. They went to a padded back. So the chairs are more comfortable than they were in previous years as well. Coming to the back. Again, this is the 1776 edition, so it has these throw pillows. I am told, I'm not sure if these are going to stay or not. I personally like them, but you know, not everybody does. Let me know what you think. Do you kind of like these pillows? Would you have maybe like a navy blue throw blanket? I don't know. Let me think what you could do to the interior here just to kind of bring what we have on that outside, that feeling to the interior. I'm a little curious. I had some opinions. Like I said, I like the idea of a throw blanket. I do like the pillows, especially the blue and the cream. I think look really well here. I think they go really good. But let me know your thoughts. Put them in the comments because I'll pass it on to the manufacturer and we can get something that looks great together. Again, have the inside look as good as it does on the outside. Kind of like we had in the slide, you have two more big windows here. Again, that cross ventilation on the sofa and that big window in the back. Again, it's just part of what makes this 316 so incredible. Storage across the top, kind of like we had before. And then right up top, they went to the Furion Chill Cube. Folks, this is an 18,000 BTU direct vent AC. I wish I had this plugged in. We're kind of in the middle of a field, so I can't run the AC. But it was running earlier when it was inside, and I'm telling you, this thing puts out some cool air. It works extremely well. This right here actually moves. It's like a little baffle that moves up and down, so it kind of spreads the air as well. And then, of course, to aid in that, you have the fan right here, too. So it really does a good job of cooling this space off. The entertainment center, again, very similar to what we had before, a little bit different color scheme, different woods in here, same thing. They changed kind of like the mantle here above the fireplace. And when we open this up, you have great storage. You can see the big pantry storage here. I love this over to the side. Not only do you have this space for like a stick vacuum, but look, they have an electrical outlet in here, so you can actually plug it in to have things charge. That is smart thinking. They thought through the design here in the 316 RLS. Moving in a little bit further, multimedia center speakers. We have speakers both inside and out. The control unit for that is actually tucked away right here, and that is Bluetooth capable. So if you're looking for that, just know it's right around the corner of the TV there. And then we get into the kitchen. And again, big changes here. So you have a two-tone, right? They changed the entire look. We'll actually start right here on the island. They changed the entire look of this. If you see the front fascia, they added like glass all the way across. I think that looks really sharp. I think it just adds a lot to the design element here in the kitchen. Then the solid surface countertops, I love. I like simplicity. I personally don't like it when you have like a really busy countertop that clashes with the floor. I think this blends seamlessly. I think it did an awesome job. You do get the two-tone faucet right up top here. Undermount, kind of like black stainless steel sink. Love the look of that. One of my favorite parts about this island though, not one, but two built-in trash cans. You don't have to worry about where to put it. Right above that, take a look at this. You have a paper towel holder in here, some additional storage. This is nice and finished off. Love what they've done. They took some ideas from kind of like the residential side, some other RV manufacturers that are doing something similar to that, but that was a really good ad in my opinion. Right underneath, again, even more storage down there. You'll also see your sink top cover with the drying rack there too. And then of course we have a bank of drawers. You have your silverware divider here. And again, not only did they change the wood, nice and deep drawer, they changed the pulls this year too. And I think that everything, again, it's cohesive. Everything goes together very well. Storage all across the top above the microwave. You have the big window, different backsplash for 2026. You'll see that there. Both sides have a pop-up power tower. So you have power options on either side there. 3-burner cooktop storage all the way around. I mean, this is deep storage. I'll talk about great pots and pan storage. This one has it here. Moving in a little bit further, we get into the Furion fridge freezer. I mean, take a look at the size of this thing. It is absolutely massive. Love what they have done here. Great storage space all the way throughout for your cold storage. Not only do we have that big pantry behind the TV, take a look at this. You have one right over here too, and it does light up. Has a motion sensor on there. Also has like the fluted glass. See that? It's sorry, not a motion sensor, but this one is like a button activation. So when it shuts off. So that way you're not seeing through it, which I appreciate that. You have even more storage right over here. And then you kind of like this little like coffee bar hutch area. Love this with storage underneath that. Max air fan you can see there as well. You also have, your ceiling fan. So you have a couple different controls. And then you have the Furion. I talked about the Cube, the 18K. That's going to be the control for it right there. So all of your controls, with the exception, of course, of your slides and things like that, which will be right around the corner. So you'll have all your slides, your awnings, tank heaters, because, this is Cougar. It is capable of doing some cold weather camping, battery heat for, your lithium batteries there. And then all the lights in here are going to be dimmable, so you do have that as well. It is also worth mentioning that Max Air fan there, that is prepped for another AC if you choose to have an AC installed there. Taking another step up, this was one of the big changes from 2025 to 2026 is in the bathroom. They went from dual vanity to single. And at first, I didn't really love it, but, then I thought about using the double vanity. Whoever has to be over here, you were kind of fighting with the toilet, right? There just wasn't a lot of leg space. It wasn't super usable. But by putting the single basin in the center again, this gives you so much countertop space. And, in talking with my wife, this was when we redid our house. This is one of the arguments we had is I want a bigger sink. She wanted bigger countertops. She's like, why do you want a big sink? It's like, I need countertop space. And I'm like, you know what? You're absolutely right. And that's exactly what they did here. And I think that was a smart move. Another smart move is this. They have a cutout so you can put a trash can in your bathroom. I have one at home. I want one in my RV, but there's never a place for it. They have a dedicated spot for it. Plenty of storage, including a linen closet over to the side. The shower itself, it's 6 foot tall, folks. As you'd expect, I have plenty of room, especially with that skylight. Can be 6'3", maybe even 6'4", without having to duck down. I have a seat here, so it makes it a little bit easier to wash up or shave legs or just sit down if it was leg day and my legs are too tired to stand. But you have all sorts of options there. Then we make our way into the bedroom with a 316. And again, with this 1776 edition, you can see that we have some different bedding. Again, kind of try to tie that in. So you have the red, white, and blue pillows. You have like the blue the blue runner across the bottom here. Windows on both sides for cross ventilation. Shelves up top there. You also have the big mirrored wardrobe. This is one of my favorite parts. I love this edition. This is something they came out with pretty recently. But your hanging bar itself actually has a light in it, and I don't know why it's just coming out now. That is genius. I want this at home. Like, I really, really like that. And then over to the side right here, of course, washer dryer prep. You want a washer and dryer in here, by all means, you can certainly have that. Then at the foot of the bed is going to be the dresser with a spot to hang a TV. If you want TV, connections will be right up top. And then last but not least, you will see there is another AC in here, and this one is going to be ducted. The main reason is so that way they can duct it into the bathroom, so whether you're in the bedroom or the bathroom, you'll still stay nice and cool. And I know you're thinking, Ian, I love this. Again, how much is it? Where can I find it? There will be a link in the description, and if you're interested, I do recommend making sure you jump on it now, because as of this time, this is a limited run, and once they are gone, they are gone. So hope you enjoyed it. And happy camping. Thanks for watching. I'm Ian Baker. Until next time, we'll see you.